Get 50% off your first year of Monarch Core. That's just $50 with promo code BUDGET. Monarch is the personal finance app that brings all your accounts into one place so you can track spending, budgets, investments, debt, and goals in one clear dashboard. Monarch automatically surfaces insights to prevent wasted spending, showcase savings opportunities, and save you time above all else. Manage money the modern way and get half off your first year with code BUDGET at monarch.com. That's code BUDGET at monarch.com.
Keep your wellness routine going strong all summer. Kachava's new travel packs help you stick to your daily ritual even when you're on the go. Just one packet of Kachava's all-in-one nutrition shake provides complete nutrition wherever you are, with 25 grams of protein, 6 grams of fiber, greens, adaptogens, and more. Simplify your daily ritual. Go to Kachava.com and use code NEWS for 15% off. That's KACHAVA.com, code NEWS.
You're listening to Kempire here on the Kempire Radio Network.
Here we go now. Here we go now. Ooh, there we go. Happy Pride, guys, and happy Thursday. Where did the week go? I don't like this. The summer is going too quickly. It's not even officially summer yet. Can you guys hear me? See me? All that good stuff? And no, your vision's not fooling you. We are streaming in vertical because a lot of you do watch me on your phones. Let me know if you are one of those people in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from as well. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day and staying cool and staying hydrated. It's 94 degrees right now in New York City. I know we had a really terrible winter, but I don't want us to jump, skip, fall in to summer. You know what I mean? So make sure you guys are staying hydrated because a lot of you don't know you're dehydrated until the very last second when you're falling out in the street. So please make sure you're staying hydrated. Go drink the coconut water. That's one of my favorite things. Liquid IV is one of the sugar-free one because the one with the sugar has a lot of sugar in it. They're not sponsoring, but I'm just saying. So make sure you guys are drinking your water and staying hydrated and all that good stuff. It's watermelon. Watermelon should be in season now. I need to give me some watermelon. That's very hydrating as well. But anyways, I know you're all probably going, why are we talking about hydration? Because it's important. Dallas is in the building. Honolulu, Hawaii is in the building. What's going on? How do you pronounce your name? Oh, damn, the names are going very quickly right now. Jackson, Mississippi's in the building. Austin, Texas in the building. Hey, Texas. I'm sorry. Hey, Texas. It's 94 degrees in Maryland. Hey, Candace. What's going on, everyone? Melly's watching from a work laptop. I know that's right. Pretending to work. I love it. Kempire with the pom pom shorts in these streets. You know it, Kendra. Not today, though. These aren't as short. But I'm definitely in the streets with my shorts on. It's too hot. Got to let the legs breathe. Hey, Judy. How you been? 55 months of membership. Everyone wish Judy, new picture, Judy. Wish Judy a happy anniversary. 55 months. You know what that means? She's an OG. Okay, Gigi says, on my phone, Brooklyn, New York, go Knicks. That game, can we talk about, okay, before we even get into the game, first, like the video. Happy Pride. Don't forget, we are raising money for the center this month. We just hit over 1,000, but you know our goal is $10,000. And I know you're probably worried. Yes, we did 6,000 in 2 weeks last year. We can definitely do more than 6,000 this year with 4 weeks. Okay, now we got 3 weeks to go. Come on. But it's Pride Month. We could do it. Ooh, come on. All right. 100% of your donation goes to the organization. And in celebration of Pride Month, I will be returning to the Green Room 42 on September 25th when everything starts to cool down. All of you are back from vacation. Come to my live show here in New York City. There's a live stream available. There's meet and greet tickets available as well. Ticket information will be available in the description. Get your tickets today. All right. All right. Let's talk about it. So, all right. Myra says Knicks in 5. All they have to do is win one more game and they will be the NBA finals champions. We haven't seen this. We haven't seen them in the playoffs since 1999. I have never seen them win because the last time they won was in the 70s. Okay. So I know. But it's so cool to see all the legends. It's so cool to see some of the fans that have been Knicks fans since the beginning, like Spike Lee. Like, part of me wants Spike Lee to get a ring if they win, because he's been nothing but loyal to the Knicks, even when they were losing. And they've lost a lot. Okay, Joyce says, got my ticket. Thanks, Joyce. They've lost a lot. Okay, so I really did not have high hopes. But Donald Trump was not in the building. Notice how he was in the building and they lost? Shout out to all of y'all that were outside of Madison Square Garden yesterday saging out the place. It's like y'all read my mind. But also I said it on live. I said someone needs to sage the hell out of that damn arena. Shout out to all the folks of you that were outside the arena with literal sage. I don't know if you saw the video. Saging out the arena, okay? Jordan Wood, do you remember Kylie's ex-best friend? But now they're friendly. Okay, let me just say this, because they were hugging at the game and stuff like that. But I don't get the same besties energy from them. But I could be reading in too much into the body language. I don't get that energy. You remember they had a big falling out because Jordan apparently hooked up with Tristan and Chloe's ex-man or baby's father. I don't know what you want to call him now. I don't even know if it's their ex-man anymore. Chloe, whatever. If Chloe could forgive Tristan Thompson 1,000 billion times, Kylie can move on, okay? People are in the comment section like, I don't know how she could be friends with that girl after she did that to her sister, blah, 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 blah. That man did worse to Chloe than Jordan could ever. Okay, but anyways, I digress. I really wanted to talk about Jordan in that bag, the lucky bag. She was not able to bring, it's actually her bag. It's her brand. She was not able to bring it into the arena the night the Knicks lost because of DT being there, because it was like a no bag policy. She was able to bring it into the arena, and they've had nothing but successful. People are superstitious. They had a winning streak until that one time she did not bring the bag because she couldn't bring the bag, and they lost that night. But last night's game, first of all, they were losing at the very beginning. There was like a 29-point lead going on with the Knicks. And they set a whole new record, OMG. And it was so close. And shout out to the San Antonio Spurs. Shout out to them because they're not making it easy and neither are the Knicks. Because I really thought at the beginning of this, I was like, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to win this one. But they have a little bit of a cushion. I don't know. But I've noticed in those last couple of games that I've watched, they come back. They're good for coming back after the second half. They're really good. So I was a little worried, but then I wasn't that worried. But then I got really worried towards the end because then it was tied. Then the Knicks were ahead by one, and then they were down by one. And then at the last minute, Brunson tried to make the shot. He missed the shot, but OB came up and got it in. They won by one. All you need is one. Look, all you need is one. All right? Congratulations to the Knicks for that win last night. That was an exciting game. Exciting game. Why does my fan keep going up? I need my fan today, y'all. It's 93 degrees. Please and hold. Why does this fan keep going off? Damn you. Look, damn you. It's 93. I don't like to turn on the air conditioning in the studio because it gets too loud. And you can hear it on the mic. And I know you guys can still hear me and everything like that, but still. All right? Millie says, love KSPN play-by-play. Yeah. It was good. And shout out to Avery Wilson. Avery Wilson sang the Star Spangled Banner during DT's appearance there during Game 3. And people were booing. They weren't booing Avery Wilson, but Avery Wilson was singing, did a stellar job. Avery got another chance last night to perform it again. Avery, please understand, they didn't just do that because you got booed. They did it because you can sing your face off. And you sounded good. They're like, come on back, do it again. And he did. All right? The ninth says, Kempire talking sports? Sports ball? Is this the right channel? Yes. I'm a New Yorker, born and raised. So I'm going to go. I still have not found a jersey, y'all. I've seen some jerseys, and I don't like any of the jerseys that I've seen. I know there's some places that I could go to get some jerseys that I have on my list, but it's hot. I really want to, and then I already ordered a jersey, but that's not going to get here until after they win. So whatever. At least I'll have it. But I would like to get a jersey to wear on the channel because I'm a New Yorker. What's up with the bootleggers on the streets? Come on now. I saw some yesterday, but they were selling the same stuff I saw in the stores. I was like, no, I want something different, yo. Look, yo. Anyway. All right. I've digressed. So congratulations to the Knicks. They won last night, as you can see from if you're watching this on the channel, but if you're listening on the podcast, the Knicks won by 1. They are 3. They only need 1 more to win. But like I said, shout out to the Spurs because they're not making it easy. Wendy, Lord have mercy. Why are you so damn tall? Why are you so damn tall? I can tell how tall you are just from looking from my television. That motherfucker's tall. And damn, he's good too. Look, he's good too. Damn it. All of them are really good. Like I said, the Spurs are not making it easy, but neither are the Knicks. The Knicks were down by 20-something points, and I was like this is stressful. Go to Fordham Road, that means I gotta go to Bronx. Why all the way to Bronx? I should see it literally on the Manhattan streets. Why can't I see it on the Manhattan streets? I ain't seen them on the Brooklyn streets either. Do I need to go to Staten Island? Maybe. You never know. Ooh, hold on, wait a minute. Angel, are you serious? Angel, I can get you a Knicks jersey in pride colors. Angel, I'll pay you to get me that, if you can get me that. Angel, DM me. Where do you follow me? I know you follow me everywhere, but DM me like on Instagram so I can actually see it. Because all the other places, I'm like, I can't check all these things. The next game is Saturday. Yes, Nita. Next game is Saturday. I'll be watching. Here's the thing. I don't watch it from the very beginning. I watch like maybe 9 o'clock, 9:30, because usually that's like my evening walk. But Saturday, I'll be inside. Okay? Belle says that Sage was struggling, but pulled it out. We got to do what we got to do. Shout out to Timothy Chalamet, who was there, longtime New Yorker. He's been there, going hard. Mariska Kudete. What's her name? Look, sorry. Has she lost her mind when they won? Taylor Swift. Look, Taylor Swift lives in New York. I'm not a pretentious New Yorker that says you have to be born in New York like J-Lo said. But all of a sudden, Taylor wants to show up anywhere she can get some attention. Bringing that lady from the drama. Who saw the drama with Zendaya? Or Zendaya, as I like to call her. Rachel from the drama. Apparently she's friends with Taylor Swift. You were such a good actress, Rachel. That's not her real name. You were such a good actress in the drama that when I see you, I'm still pissed. You were so damn good. I'm still pissed when I see you, even on the sidelines. Mad. What were they doing? Look, what are you doing? Move. Taylor just want to be there, okay? Oh, young lady says J-Lo wasn't wrong. No, I don't agree with that. There's so many New Yorkers that have been here. Even though they weren't born here, they've been here for years. And if you're saying that, then you're saying a lot of the immigrants that have come to New York aren't New Yorkers. No. What makes New York special is the multicultural essence of New York is that. So no, I don't agree with that, J-Lo. Okay? Anyway, I've digressed. Okay? But anyway, what else did I want to talk about? There's so many things that I wanted to talk about. Guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like today's video. It's easy free way of supporting not just my channel, but other channels as well. This is an impromptu Hot Topics Live. Again, we're just celebrating the Knicks winning by 1 point yesterday in a clincher, okay? A clincher, all right? All right. Exactly. Sean just says, a melting pot. Exactly. Conversation says, I love sporting events and I don't care about sports. I love the oh my gosh. And right now, the New York energy around the Knicks, I love to see it. And you see all the faces like white, black, Hispanic, Asian. Everybody is in such a good mood. Every religion, all of that is in such a good mood. Jazzy says, Kemper, I was losing my mind watching the game last night. I was sweating because my nerves were bad. Same. All right. I will agree with that. We're not talking about the gentrifiers. Mai Tai says gentrifiers are changing New York's culture. That's why it's a problem with transplants. Oh yeah, I'm not talking about those folks. But and this is coming from someone that's born and raised in New York. Okay, born and raised in New York. But all right. Congratulations to the Knicks. I'm looking forward to Game 4. Right? Game 5. Damn. I'm losing count because they lost. They lost Game 3. Okay. Conversation says, not my favorite YouTuber pulling my comment up. Why not? But thank you for being here. All right, guys, let's move on because I do have quite a few stories that I want to get to, and I won't be here long. I hope you guys, if you're watching the replay of this, will donate to our Pride fundraiser as well. You'll see the replay, but if you check out any of our last couple of videos, there's a link to donate to our Pride event as well. Okay, where do I want to start? My goodness. Okay, let's start with the Real Housewives of Rhode Island reunion looks because we'll go through those very quickly. I want to hear your thoughts, how you would rate them. I did not expect a lot from Rhode Island. Anyone else? I didn't expect a lot, but some people delivered, surprisingly. All right, so let's take a look at the Real Housewives of Rhode Island Season 1 reunion looks that were revealed earlier today. There's no trailer yet. I'm sure the trailer will be coming out soon. There was a trailer for Real Housewives of Orange County. I'll play that for you guys. What did you think of that? We'll talk about it in just a second. Okay, let me bring up Alicia. So Alicia's reunion look was revealed yesterday to tease the reunion looks were going to come out today. So this is Alicia's reunion look. So it looks like she's wearing sequins from what I can tell. It's almost like a baby blue. At least they were given a theme. You know our frustration with Orange County and Beverly Hills. They're never given a theme for their reunion looks. No, there was definitely a sort of aqua blue theme going on. So this was Alicia's look. Look, she came out a superstar, an MVP for Real Housewives of Rhode Island.
You know that music? That's the sound of shopping for car insurance the old way. Life's too short for that. Jerry makes car insurance easier. Open the app, answer a few questions, and Jerry pulls up to 20 quotes from top insurers. Then choose and switch right in the app. No re-entering your information. No saxophone solos. And Jerry keeps checking rates for you. So you're not back on hold 6 months from now. Visit jerry.ai/libsyn today.
The grill is shot. The chairs are held together by optimism. And what happened to the rug? Sounds like your outdoor setup is not ready for patio season. Fix it all with Wayfair. Shop Wayfair for grills, rugs, furniture, and more. With 20 million 5-star reviews, room of choice delivery, and expert setup on qualifying orders, it's never been easier to do more for less. Get 10% off your first eligible purchase. Hurry to wayfair.com or download the app now.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
I have to give it to her. She looks good. I like the fact she lightened up her hair. Apparently she used to be more blonde growing up. I think lighting up her hair helps the fans that can't keep up. Okay. So I think this look, it looks fine. I think she's a beautiful woman. It's not my favorite look of all the looks. I've seen much worse when it comes to reunion looks. I felt like this was solid. I did a quick TikTok talking about the reunion looks, and I might have a different rating. But I like this color. I like her hair here, like messy. She looks like a mermaid. And the scaliness of the dress actually plays on that. So if I had to rate this look from 1 to 10, and you guys can let me know how you would rate, and if you're part of the replay crew, let us know how you would rate as well. Damn, Shonda gave it a 2.5. Oh, damn. I don't think it's that bad. I'm going to give this a 7. I'm feeling a little bit more generous. And look how the light's hitting off the bottom. It's actually really pretty. Again, the big judgment will come when we see it in motion, because sometimes in motion it looks cheaper than it actually looks in a picture. Lana says, I don't like the mermaid look. Damn. Okay, fine. Let's move on. Ashley, if you didn't like sloppy, now you're going to get from Ashley very cleaned up, tailored. Her dress is tailored to perfection. I like it. I love her makeup. Face is beat. Hair pulled back is gorgeous. I think she looks really good. Despite people saying that she's boring this season, I've said I think she's really good. I think her quirky weirdness is perfect for this cast, honestly. It's like a perfect addition to this cast. And I like her balance to the cast. I don't like the shoes, though. No, the more I look at the shoes, I don't like the shoes. I like the dress, though. It's definitely giving, not prom. What's the other word? Not prom, but I like the color. I like the color, and I love the tailoring of the dress. And I love the hair and makeup. Her face is beat, right? Her face is beat. She looks great. I don't like the shoes, though. Take a look at the shoes. The shoes look a little clunky for me. No, the shoes look a little clunky for me. But I still like everything else. The shoes I could do without. The shoes look a little clunky for KEMPIRE. Okay, Singer DST gave it a 10. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give it a 9. I'm taking 1 away for the shoes. I'm taking 1 away for the shoes. It's prom, right? Look, it's giving a little prom. But I don't mind her. She looks beautiful. All right. Let's see who else is up. RHOA. At first, I wasn't sure. See RHOA shoes here? RHOA shoes is a little bit more light and dainty. That's what I would have preferred with Ashley. I don't mind this, but I want to see this in motion. RHOA looks put together. Finally, her hair looks put together, but it always feels like her hair is like a hat on top of her head. It doesn't feel natural. The roots aren't coming out of her own head. It's like she put a wig on top of a wig on top of her hair. I don't mind this. I don't really love the top part of this dress where it seems like it's coming too far off her shoulders. But at the same time, it's tailored well for her body. You know what I mean? I feel, okay, I'm seeing the quad muscle there, RHOA. Let me find out. RHOA. Okay. But I think she looks good. Again, we've seen a lot worse when it comes to reunion looks. I think the dress looks tailored well. I like the baby blue color on her. I kind of just wish that shoulder on the beaded side was maybe a little higher up. I don't know. I don't know if I love that. Hair actually looks really good. Again, though, it still feels like it's a wig on top of a wig on her head. How would you rate RHOA's look from 1 to 10? I still like it, though. I'd probably give this an 8. I would give this an 8. What did I give Ashley? I gave Ashley a 9, right? What did I give Alicia? Did I give Alicia a grade? I don't remember. I did. I gave it a 7? Something that gets so into the looks that I'm like, wait, did I rate it? All right, let's see what Liz brought. Liz says, you're going to get ethereal, ma. Hey, Rita, you're going to get ethereal, ma. She's definitely giving ethereal here. I hate when they take a picture like this for the reunion and we can't see the dress really. She's turned away from us and we can only see the side of the dress. It's okay, but it's hard to give you a score when we can't really see the dress. It's all right. Liz, it's okay. Her hair is very long. Oh, look, her hair is very long. I can't even tell you what this dress even looks like. What is this? It's not frills. It's an interesting pattern. It's not look, again, I can't give you a rating when I can't even see the dress fully. We can only see it from the side. Hair and makeup looks good. All right. Because we can't see the full dress, I'm going to give you a 5. Maybe a 5.5. That's about it. I can't. Pleated. Thank you so much, Either Sign. That's what we're saying. It's pleated. It's a pleated dress. I like the color on her, though. Maybe from the front, I'll change the score. But right now, all I can see is the side. And I really don't feel like I can give you a full score. Singer DC, I want to see the front. But I like what I'm seeing. No, I need to see more. Ma. I need to see more ma. There is another angle. It's whack. Oh, damn. I didn't see that. I did not see that, Toya. Lord, not as whack. I had a feeling it'd be whack. All right, so that was Liz's look. So I gave her a 5. Joellen. I have to give it to them. For the most part, everyone is tailored well. Okay? Joellen, I love this. I don't even know what blue to describe it. This is not like your normal blue. It's almost aqua blue, almost turquoise, not sure. Her hair and makeup looks really good. Joellen, she's had a really good season. Her shoes look like she just stepped out of Cinderella. That's what they did, look like glass slippers. She looks like Cinderella. If Cinderella was a brunette. Look, she looks like Cinderella. I like this on her. I have to say, for their first reunion, they didn't do bad, right? For their first reunion, they did not do bad. They've taken the notes. I like this dress, too. I love the pattern. I love the color. I love the little slit. She's showing a little leg. Again, the shoes remind me of Cinderella. Okay, Melissa says teal. Aquamarine says, hey, Theo, where you been? Theo says aquamarine. Yes, that's the perfect way to define this color. Aquamarine. Her hair is luscious, a luscious chocolate brown with some highlights. Oh, this is a good one. This is a 9.5. I'm going to give Joellen a 9.5. And if you're listening to the podcast version and you want to see what I'm talking about, I try to be descriptive as possible for the podcast, fam. But if you want to see, make sure you follow me on YouTube. Some of you discovered me on the podcast. RHOA got a nose job? When? Since the season? Wait, since the season? Hold on, RHOA. Hold on, wait a minute. You're right. I think she did get a nose job since the season. Hold on, wait a minute. It's a good one. It's a good nose job. Wow. All right. So, guys, let me know how you would grade. First of all, how would you grade RHOA's nose job? Okay. Okay. I always scared to touch my nose. You know what I mean? Because if you go to the right doctor, I'm sure you'll be fine. I was scared to touch my nose, though, because the whole Dirty Dancing of it all. Even though the lady from Dirty Dancing, she looked completely different after her nose job. I don't know. All right. All right, Kelsey. I have to say, as soon as I saw Kelsey, I was like, woo, that color. This rich blue. The dress looks like it's painted on her. Hair and makeup looks great. Look, I'm not a huge fan of Kelsey this season. I do feel like she lied to us when it comes to her storyline. But she looks great here. Body is bodying. This color, the texture of the dress, it's like it's painted on her. We've seen this type of material before on other reunion dresses. I think Alexia had something in yellow with this texture, a different cut, I believe. Someone else had something similar as well. I like it. It's painted on her. This is gorgeous. I love the color, and I love that most of them look like they have tans. Yes, eat the sinuses up. It's like a wetsuit. Toy says, I don't like Kelsey's look. See? Oh, D says, I hate it. Oh. Singer DSC says the color is nice. Okay. How would you guys rate Kelsey's look? I felt like Kelsey did good enough for the season when it comes to her performance, but I have to say, she's a beautiful woman. I'm going to give it to her. You got to give credit where credit is due. I like this dress on her. Again, in real life, will it look expensive as it looks in a picture? We'll have to wait and see. How would you rate her look? I'm going to give this a 9.5 too. I like it. I like it. She almost glows. Right? It's beautiful. Gorgeous. Oh, Wendy had it in red on the last reunion. Thank you. You're right, Patricia. Wendy Acefo from Real Housewives of Potomac had a red dress of the similar material. Can you honestly, when you say that, if Kelsey really wanted to up this look, if she had a feather boa or a cape of something, just to highlight that, can you, with a different color, maybe with a pop of another color? Now that we're in a NYX moment, maybe an orange? No, not really an orange. Maybe a baby blue feather boa something? Oh my gosh, that would have been amazing if she had did something like that. But then everyone said she would have been copying, but still, I would have loved it. All right, let's move on. Rosie has had terrible fashions this season, but she looks ethereal. Her hair looks beautiful. It's curly. This dress looks like a bunch of flowers and butterflies. It's almost see-through. She has a deep cut where it shows a little bit of her breasts. Oh my, she looks beautiful here. I don't know if I really love the lip choice that she had. Look, me getting real specific. I don't really love the lip color choice. I don't know what I would have went with. Ladies, what color would you have gone with for the lip choice? I don't think I would have gone with this lip choice. It feels a little dull. I think I would have went something a little bit more like a pop, maybe more of a brighter red. But I think the dress and the fit, everyone's tailor did an amazing job. She looks ethereal here. I love this look. If it wasn't for the lip, I'd give her a 10, but I'm going to give her a 9.5. Not her and Kelsey getting the same score. Look at Kelsey's makeup looks better. I have to say, Kelsey's makeup looks better. But they're both beautiful women. D. Nicole says 10s across the board. Carla says not loving Rosie overall, over the top fits, but love this look. Flip Virgo says not a fan of the look, but it's Rosie 10. Oh, more nude, sincerely says a more nude or pink. Yes, that would have been actually a lot better. A more nude lip or pink. You're right. But we're getting real particular if we're going to go that. Oh, maybe a magenta lip. Okay. But you guys are giving her good scores. I'm seeing 8s, 9.5s. I'm seeing 10s. Singer DC says I love Rosie. Jag gave it a 3. Damn. Okay. I like this look though. Guys, if you just joined us, we're talking about the Real Housewives of Rhode Island reunion looks. Don't forget to like today's videos, an easy, free way of supporting not just my channel, but other channels as well. Speaking of supporting, don't forget the Kempire After Dark live show is coming back to New York City September 25th at the Green 42. Live stream tickets are available so you can watch anywhere in the world, and you'll be able to watch it for a week after the show. But if you're in the New York City tri-state area or want to be, get your tickets today. Let's sell out this show. I keep telling you, if we sell out this early enough, we can add another one. Can you imagine? A twofer? Lord have mercy. Well, I might add more work to myself. Lord have mercy. Okay, but yeah, get your tickets today, guys, for the Kempire After Dark live show. One night, all the tea, zero apologies. All right? So that was the reunion looks for the ladies, okay? That was the reunion looks. Okay. All right. Who had your favorite reunion look? I have to say, overall, they all did really well. Okay. Chris says, I'll be team live stream. Thank you. Appreciate you. A lot of you loved the live stream last time. You kept on watching it. I love it. That's what it's there for. That's what it's there for. All right. I want to say thank you to our friends over at MyFitnessPal for sponsoring today's live. Let's talk about MyFitnessPal for a sec. It's the app that taught me how important your nutrition is when it comes to actually losing weight or supporting how much I should be eating when I'm working out. You know, I'm an active guy. I do Pilates. I'm in the gym. I'm walking a lot. MyFitnessPal makes it so easy for anyone and any lifestyle. You can go into the app. You can scan your food. You can scan barcodes. They have 19 million different foods available on the app alone. And that's why it's the #1 nutrition app out there. You probably have heard so many fitness professionals say to you that if you want abs, it's made in the kitchen. And I had to learn that the hard way. No matter how hard I worked out, if I was not paying attention to my nutrition, which MyFitnessPal helps make easy, I wouldn't see the results that I've been seeing. Even if you're on a GLP-1, they're able to help you track that as well, along with reminding you when to take your GLP-1. Of course, we've gotten you a discount. Visit podcast.myfitnesspal.com and use code KEMPIRE. That's all uppercase letters for 15% off MyFitnessPal Premium. Start tracking and start feeling the difference. More information on MyFitnessPal will be available in the description. Thanks, MyFitnessPal. All right. Shout out to MyFitnessPal for sponsoring today. We appreciate them. Again, more information on MyFitnessPal will be available in the description. All right. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Chris says, next time I have to come to New York City, I should have come for the Knicks. You're right. You should have. You should have. All right. I want this one go down. Go down. There we go. All right. Let me give you an update on Wendy Williams, because a lot of you always ask me about Wendy Williams. I haven't really heard anything. However, Cindy Adams actually had a conversation with Wendy Williams, and she's giving us an update via the New York Post. So according to the New York Post, catching up with Wendy, Civilization knew the Wendy Williams TV show. They don't exactly know the how, what, or why, but they read or heard she ended up in some guardianship. Rosanna Scotto, her friend. Who wrote this? Lord have mercy. How this was written? Rosanna Scotto's her friend. Mine too. Oh, Cindy wrote this. Cindy Adams wrote this. I'm like, wait. So how to get through to her? Calling Putin's easier, Cindy writes. Wendy says, you hear the words aphasia and dementia. Also, the terms floated around are cognitive impairment and permanent incapacity. Wendy says, what am I to do? This is a memory care unit for the cognitively impaired and or permanently incapacitated. We spoke on several phone calls. This is according to Cindy Adams, legendary Cindy Adams. Wendy sounding sharp. I've by now rested my case. It's $25,000 a month here. That's a lot of her money being spent. She says there's grass, trees, 2 floors, no cars around, can't even do the elevator to go down. It too is locked. I once was a connoisseur of food, and now sometimes I'll just have meals in my room, and I don't drink. She then says, and I'm 61, and mine is a locked floor, and there's also an in and out hospital. So you may recall when we've been following this story where the whole Free Wendy movement happened, it was because Wendy was put under this guardianship. She's at this facility here in New York City. You may have seen the footage of her asking for help from a window. There was a whole documentary that TMZ did. She's been fighting this via her own attorneys as well, this guardianship. But based on this new Cindy Adams conversation, nothing really has changed. If anything, she's been able to see more of her friends a little bit more and her family, but she's still under this guardianship. And she's paying for it. She's paying for the legal battles that the Guardian brings up, her own legal battles to fight this guardianship. She's flipping the bill, plus paying $25,000 a month at this facility. And I know you're probably thinking, wouldn't she be paying that maybe in her home? Maybe not. Maybe not. And if anything, she would have a lot more freedom. So in another quote, she says, "There's always security with me. Look, I go to church every Sunday. It's the Christian Cultural Center. 10 a.m., I go with a personal aide. Understand, I did a daily TV show 14 years. This watching over me also deals with dresses. I was tall, looking gorgeous. Now all my good stuff's in storage. I'm just not going to have some guy follow me into storage. This means, what am I going to wear? Those days we wore long, so I cut the stuff down. I've now turned skirts into shorts. What I do is I keep things in my notebook. They say it's dementia and aphasia. Best I can do is Monday and Friday I go to the gym. Let me tell you something else, and that is that I don't know exactly how, what, why, but I have gone through a lot of ish." She says the curse word. So Wendy Adams continues in her story about conversations that she's had with Wendy Williams over the past few weeks. Hold on. Let me see this. No, there was nothing else that she said here. Hold on. No, there was nothing left in this article. That was the end of the article. So that's the update that we have in regards to Wendy. This recent conversation that she had with Cindy Adams. Cindy Adams, a longtime gossip columnist. Is this her words? They're putting it as quotes in the New York Post. These are quotes from a conversation that Cindy Adams had with Wendy Williams. I'll say this. Is Wendy Williams the same? That's the whole thing. People want Wendy Williams to return to television, to do a podcast. I don't think Wendy Williams is in the right space. However, this guardianship is overreaching and should not be under strangers. If she's going to be supported by anyone and someone helping her when it comes to her finances, it should be her family, who has been fighting this guardianship ever since it happened. But we haven't heard any update on the guardianship. You may recall the attorney that the family ended up enlisting said that, he had hoped that Wendy would be free from this guardianship at the end of last year. And she's still in it. So this is the latest update. We haven't heard from Wendy Williams in months. So yesterday, Cindy Adams wrote this opinion piece saying, I caught up with Wendy Williams and asked how she was doing. And this is what Wendy gave her the update. She's just letting her know nothing really has changed when it comes to the guardianship. She's still at this facility that she's paying $25,000 a month for. She's saying that there's always someone with her. She can't go down in the elevator on her own. She can't do anything on her own. She says she has all of her personal things are in storage, so she doesn't have access to all of her gobbles and goops and things, all of her memorabilia, her purple chair that's sitting in some sort of storage facility. So that's the update, y'all. Nothing really has changed when it comes to the Wendy Williams conservatorship situation. I tried to get some information the other day from some sources, and I couldn't get anything. So I'm guessing that this is still a legal battle. We're going to keep following this story, but I know you guys keep asking me about what's going on with Wendy Williams. What's the update on Wendy Williams? That is what we know so far. Gigi says this is a setup. Millie says, so sad. Chris says this might be happening to a lot of people and we just don't know because they are not famous. And that's the good thing about the Where is Wendy Williams documentary. It literally switched. A lot of people did not like the documentary because they felt like it was exploitive of Wendy Williams. However, if you really watched the documentary, you saw by the end of it, this was changing the conversation to these conservatorships that were happening throughout this country, and it's happening more and more to people that don't have the name public facing name like Wendy Williams that we just don't hear about. But we've talked about some of those stories. We talked about how the conservator over Wendy Williams has been named in other lawsuits and whatnot. So that's what we have in regards to what's been going on with Wendy Williams. We're going to keep following this story, but like we have been saying, free Wendy Williams, period. And like I said, I want her to have support. If it can happen for Britney Spears, it can definitely happen for Wendy Williams. Ms. Z Boo says they want to leave Wendy broke with absolutely nothing. When the bank is dry, the guardianship will be lifted. Yeah, $25,000 a month just for this facility. And don't forget, the Guardian is fighting. The Guardian is fighting A&E over the documentary. So who's paying for that? Not the Guardian. This is Wendy. Wendy doesn't want to sue A&E. They're all fighting. They're all trying to take advantage of this at this particular point. Wow. Let me see what you guys. Oh, for those that were asking, Just Jules said, and Brittany said, where is Black Dolores? She was not invited to the reunion because she brought absolutely nothing to this season of Real Housewives of Rhode Island. Okay. She brought absolutely nothing to this Real Housewives of Rhode Island season. Okay? Guys, don't forget the Kempire After Dark. The Kempire After Dark, not Kempire After Dark. The House of Kempire has launched some new merch. The Are You OK merch has multiple options when it comes to your Pride fit. So if you've been waiting for that, be sure to check that out at houseofkempire.com. Mazda, we can post a link in the chat to the merch. Be sure to check that out as well. The Real Housewives of Rhode Island trailer came out earlier today. Did you guys see it? Did you see this new photo of them all in black? I see people saying, oh my gosh, this is probably the best cast photo in a long time. Who did it first? Real Housewives of Atlanta and their all black photo shoot. That is the foundation for this look right here. They look great, don't get me wrong. That's a lot of housewives though right there. There's 8 housewives, including Vicky Gullinson is returning, the OG of the OC. And they have a new housewife as well. The trailer came out. Let's take a listen to the trailer. I have to stop and go because you know how Bravo is with their trailers and whatnot. So let me play this trailer for you. The trailer dropped maybe a couple of hours ago. Please hold.
We're still.
So at the top of this trailer, it's showing the women. I guess they probably have some sort of costume party where they're all dressed up as old ladies.
Our thing after 20 years, I'm a completely different person than when I started. Vicky, she's the original.
Old lady down.
Oh my God, I almost peed my pants.
This season on The Real Housewives of Orange County.
20 years of housewives, baby!
And based off the trailer, you're going to see, look, I'm not that familiar with the OC original ladies, but there are some that I do recognize. And it's clear because it is the 20th season, they're going to lean, it looks like they're going to be really trying to break the fourth wall and bringing a lot of the women from the last 20 years of the OC on this season. And you can see it from this party that Tamara is hosting.
Yeah. The housewives of the Pride.
Yeah.
Look.
Sidebar, Teddy Mellencamp makes an appearance as well. It's not the first time she's been on OC, though.
I was a baby. And trust me, we're not done.
They make a trip to Vegas.
Why do the rich keep getting richer? Cheers to Tokyo.
And they take a trip to Tokyo. They are still being slammed. And have y'all seen Katie? You remember Katie? Katie is still talking about the OC. And she's still talking about the OC. I have my thoughts on Katie. Y'all know I've talked about Katie. Katie has blocked me because she know I be calling her out. I guess she expected all the minorities to have her back.
Did you meet somebody? He texted me and asked me out tonight. Oh, get your head out of my vagina! It feels so good to be.
So you're going to see some antics from Tres Amigas. Well, Dos Amigos, because there's beef still between them.
With my orange, I see a different Vicky. You are lighter.
Vicky has not changed. Are we going to be honest? Vicky Gumbelson has not changed.
We need a medic. Vicky, I'm Carmela. Carmela?
So Carmela's a new housewife, and she's not blonde. She is a brunette.
funny and she's quirky.
Do I have a straw?
I'll give you a blowjob later.
Mom! I am so sorry.
Okay, Carmela.
Joke. And she's sexy. She was a Playboy Playmate of the Year. What's her name?
Oh, she was on Playboy?
Oh, wow. Carmela DeVille. Carmen's a bitch.
Carmela's a bitch?
I don't like new girls.
So apparently, Vicky is going to be having some beef with Carmela this season.
You're new too this year.
I started this franchise.
Everything else
Now Carmela's telling Vicky that she's new. Come on now.
inspiration.
Oh.
Heather said she thinks that you're obsessed with her.
No, what I
Emily.
So Emily says this to Jen, that Heather says that that Jen is obsessed with her.
she said that
Let
I'm
me
obsessed.
just answer it. You've been talking all night. I'm in the middle of two really good friends for a long time. I'm not going to be dumb.
So Vicky's talking about being between Shannon and Tamara, because you know the fallout between Shannon and Tamara.
And go back.
Let it go. Oh, she's probably allergic to me.
She's trying to piss on us.
I wanted to do something nice. You didn't even have her phone number. You put her a dildo.
Tell us something bad about Heather.
Stubborn.
I don't want there to be things left unsaid.
So Heather's mom is going to be making an appearance this season. Heather needs a storyline, so okay.
Think of anything. How you're raised affects who you.
Mind you, based on what I'm seeing here in the video of this Real Housewives of Orange County trailer, Heather's still in Beverly Hills, but I guess she flies down to Orange County to film. I don't want to see her move to I don't want to see her on Beverly Hills because, again, only way we're going to get lavish parties is from Heather.
Are people being unkind to you?
Yeah.
Jen always has a good storyline. I don't know if it's just her life is just drama filled, but apparently her son's having some sort of issue.
Are people being unkind to you?
Yeah.
I don't even understand that.
No one would be sad.
Are you and Shane doing okay? You seem like you're at your end.
I don't know, maybe.
Oh, it's so.
I don't know about these folks. And I'm not saying that things can't change, but I feel like we would see signs and symptoms of those relationships changing during the seasons. So now, Emily, conveniently, there's issues now going on with Shane. We kind of could tell something may have been going on because of what their son was going through and they had different parenting styles, but I don't know. This seems a little performative. Gina gets engaged, y'all.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, it's so pretty.
There's a part of me that is like, can I do this forever?
You guys are so great together.
He has a ring for you?
He's had it for a year.
Vicky, I forgot Vicky got a man. So apparently he's got a ring, but maybe not.
Everyone talks about summer like it's supposed to be carefree. But if this season brings up money stress, body stress, family stress, or social stress, that's real too. Growth therapy can help with that. Whether it's your first time in therapy or your 50th, Grow makes it easier to find a therapist who fits you, not the other way around. They connect you with thousands of independent licensed therapists across the U.S., offering both virtual and in-person visits, nights and weekends. You can search by what matters, like insurance, specialty, identity, or availability, and get started in as little as 2 days. And if something comes up, you can cancel up to 24 hours in advance at no cost. There are no subscriptions, no long-term commitments. You just pay per session. Grow helps you find therapy on your time. Whatever challenges you're facing, Grow Therapy is here to help. Grow accepts over 100 insurance plans, including Medicaid in some states. Sessions average about $21 with insurance, and some pay as little as $0 depending on their plan. Visit growtherapy.com/booknow to get started. That's growtherapy.com/booknow. growtherapy.com/booknow. Availability and coverage by state and insurance plan.
A ring for you?
He's had it for a year.
If you're a good girl, maybe you'll get it.
There is.
Not if you're a good girl, maybe you'll get it. Vicky, at your big age, you should not be dealing with a man like that. But she has never been the best picker when it comes to men, right?
I'm gonna lose my mind.
Wait,
You guys
go
are
back.
so great together.
He has a ring for you?
He's had it for a year.
If you're a good girl, maybe you'll get it.
There is no ring.
I'm gonna lose.
So Carmela says that there is no ring. Her and Vicky are going to be going at it this season.
mind right now?
You said that I chose fame over being a mom.
She needs a spanking.
Who said that, Tamara? I know I may have said it, but who in the cast said it?
I'm gonna walk away if you cannot hold your tongue.
I don't care!
Everybody can get the out of my home. I'm out.
Who farted?
That's when they would go to Japan, where you can, where you can eat and pet and have tea with animals in Japan. It's very common in Japan. You can do it with the cats. You can do it. I forgot what this particular animal that they had in this particular cafe. So the new season of The Real Housewives of Orange County premieres July 9th. Are you excited? Based off of the trailer, are you excited to see it? I might watch it, but no promises I'm going to recap it, to be honest with you. I already told you after last season, especially with Vicky coming back, I was like, I really, and there really were no major cast changes. But yeah, take a look at their whatchamacallit, their new photo. The black looks good, though. I'll give them that. The black definitely looks good. Everyone looks good. Are these all new looks, literally? Or did they just change the color marcation? No, these are new looks. You know they're good for changing the colors. All right. Chris says, I'm not excited. I Am a True Gem says, no. Oh, yes. Thank you, TT, for reminding me. Let me just get into that story because that's a mess. Teresa, your daughter's in trouble. Sidebar. Did Melissa Gorga's daughter get a nose job? That's what they're saying. Look, that's what they're saying, y'all. Hold on. Let me pull up that story. I almost forgot about that story. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I can... Melania. Let me pull it up. Here you go. Here you go. Melania. But when I heard the story, though, part of me was like, I'm not surprised. Melania, growing up, she was always the one that I'm like, that you gotta watch out for that one. The younger, she's not the youngest, but one of the younger ones. You remember she was always the rough one? She was always getting in trouble, always hitting somebody. Apparently, she was hitting somebody again. So according to the Sun, the U.S. Sun, they said Real Housewives of New Jersey star Teresa Giudice's daughter, Melania, has been arrested for assault. Excuse me? Bravo kid turned college student Melania, who's 20, was busted last month for simple assault and causing bodily harm injury in a domestic violence case, the U.S. Sun exclusively confirmed with New Jersey court and law enforcement sources. Wait, did she hit one of her sisters? Hold on, wait a minute. A police source claimed that Teresa and Joe's third daughter was arrested by Montville Township Police on May 14th at 6:12 p.m. Melania was charged with simple assault and purposely or knowingly causing bodily injury. According to a court spokesperson, the case has been classified under domestic violence. The U.S. Sun reached out to rep for Melania and Bravo for comment. Not Bravo. They're back on Bravo. They're currently filming. So I'm sure they're probably, they're going to talk about this. They're going to talk about this. The U.S. Sun reached out to a rep for Melania and Bravo for comment, but they have not heard back. I need more details. Hold on. It should be a happy time for the Real Housewives of New Jersey Nepo baby, who just celebrated the end of her sophomore year at the University of Tampa. And last month, Bravo announced Real Housewives of New Jersey finally returning for season 15 after a 2-year hiatus. Despite initially being on the chopping block, Teresa and her daughters will be returning to the show. Bravo fans remember Melania as the wildest of the 4 Giudice daughters. In an iconic moment from the early days of the Bravo show, she called her dad, Joe, an old troll for not giving her pizza fast enough. The scene is frequently quoted by Bravo fans 15 years after the episode originally aired, but her childhood wasn't just made up of hilarious moments. Melania, along with her sisters, Gia, who's 25, Gabriella, who's 21, the quiet one, she's probably doing very well. She's probably going to graduate soon. Probably graduate this year or next year. Adriana, who's 16, also suffered through the major family difficulties during their younger years. Here's the thing, and they remind us Joe went to jail, mom went to jail, all this other stuff. I need to know if this was a domestic dispute in New Jersey. It says to me that this happened at home. Who she beat up in the house? Which one of the sisters called the police on her? Unless she's living in her own apartment in New Jersey, but I don't think she would, especially if she's going to school in Florida. So I'm thinking she got into a fight with either one of Louie's kids or with one of her sisters. And someone called the police? You already know this is a storyline. You already know this is a storyline. Crazy that we've seen these daughters grow up. Brooke says maybe a boyfriend. Oh, that was at the house and they called it a domestic dispute. Dainty Jessie says, was it Louis? Then we approve this. No, I'm playing. I'm wondering. Now I'm nosy. Miss Fancy Pants says she beat up Louis. Do you know that for sure? Are you just making that up? Look, I have to say, I Am Cass says she was always a little bit too much, understandably. I wasn't surprised when they said that she was arrested. Brittany says, does her boyfriend stay with her? I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Because I have no more detail. They're saying it was domestic. They're categorizing it as a domestic violence. Teresa and Joe's daughter from Real Housewives of New Jersey, Melania, was arrested back in May. Stay tuned. I have a feeling this is going to be a storyline. They're going to talk about this during the season. Lee says Melania been about that life since she was yay high. Yay high, she been about that life. Oh my goodness, you guys are hilarious in the chat. Guys, you're just joining us. This is a Hot Topics Live. You can also hear it on the KEMPIRE podcast. Who subscribed to the KEMPIRE podcast? If you're not, you should. You can hear our live recasts, but also special episodes, including Club KEMPIRE, where I spill a lot of tea. The last episode, I spilled a lot of Real Housewives of New York tea and some Real Housewives of Potomac tea. So make sure you subscribe to the KEMPIRE podcast today on Apple Podcasts so that you can join Club KEMPIRE. Okay? All right, we had a super chat. Thank you guys so much for the super chat. And thank you to the 400 of you that have already liked today's video. I appreciate it. Jacob, thank you so much for the super chat. Jacob says, they rushed this out because they know many people don't like this cast. I bet next season will be majority newbies, much younger and richer. A new era. You think? That makes a lot of sense to me, Jacob. That definitely makes a lot of sense to me. But we'll have to wait and see. Maybe they wanted to bring for the 20th anniversary, everyone's back, we're celebrating. I could definitely see that for season 21. But damn, 21 seasons of the same damn show. Cookie says, is this live? What do you think, Cookie? What do you think, Cookie? All right, let's move on. All right, where do I want to move on to? Let's move on to Sidora. Okay, let's move on to Sidora. Sidora is back in the headlines. So yesterday we did a report letting you know that Sidora's divorce has been finalized. She's going to have to pay Ralph over $2,000 in child support. And he'll have to pay her the interest that's left on this $1.9 million home that they once shared. She will have to move out once she's paid that interest, okay? But the element that we didn't talk about in yesterday's video was how much Drew was making from Real Housewives of Atlanta. We found out that she was making far more than the $12,000 that was revealed a few weeks ago. And I told you, I feel like, yeah, her Bravo check is probably going to an LLC, and she only pays herself a certain amount. Well, we also found out that Ralph apparently doesn't make the $70-something thousand a month that Drew was claiming a few months ago. They've settled their divorce. They are officially divorced. She's returned back to her maiden name of Jordan. She'll still be Drew Sidora for public figure purposes. Our friends over at the Jasmine brand is reporting how much Drew actually gets paid for being on Real Housewives of Atlanta. This makes sense for me, though. I didn't think Drew was making millions of dollars for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Remember, reports revealed that Kandi was making $2 million. I knew that Drew wasn't making that much. Remember, Candy's been on since season 2 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. And then she was like the longest running housewife for a long time. All right. Kathy, I have not watched The Traitors Canada season 3 yet, but I'm literally have the last 15 minutes of season 2 to watch. The Traitors Canada is a hot mess in a good way. I would have never thought Canadians could be this messy, but I appreciated it. So good. Maybe I'll talk about that on the next episode of Club KEMPIRE. Stay tuned. All right. Ms. Z says, Drew says she got liposuction, but it looks like more like a 360 BBL. It looks good too. She says she got the lipo 360 or something like that. Look, Drew did have booty. Maybe she got some sculpting. I don't know. But she got a sponsored post. I already told you how I feel about that. I'm not doing a sponsored post for things that I feel like I want you to make sure that you are liable for my money that I paid. But that's me. That's me. She looks good, though. right? Drew's new work, she looks good. Drew, as I said before, finalized her divorce. Now we know how much Drew made as a part of being a Real Housewife. So the Jasmine brand writes this. It says, Drew Sidora's divorce from Ralph Pittman is putting her Bravo check under a very public spotlight. As the former couple's court battle comes to a close, details from their final divorce judgment reveals how much Drew has been earning from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. According to the documents, the actress and reality star testified that she made $380,000 in 2024 for season 16, which premiered in 2025. That breaks down to $22,500 per episode. And some people were saying, oh my God, why is she getting paid so low? That's not that bad for 3 months of work, right? So the court also noted that her LLC earned a little more than $352,000 in 2023. Her LLC, didn't we tell you that her money was probably going into an LLC from Bravo? They said her LLC earned a little more than $352,000 in 2023, while Drew brought in about $19,000 in residuals and royalties. That's not bad. What are the residuals for? She's been in so many things, so I wonder what exactly were they for. So, plus another $83,000 from other work. Probably her acting jobs, hence why I'm not going to be working for Pinky when the budget of the movie is $43,000. No, they're going to pay me over here to be that amount for the entire budget of your movie. I don't know if that's for a fact, but I'm just saying. Just based off of these numbers, okay? By 2025, her RHOA rate reportedly jumped to $26,000 per episode, totaling around $456,000 for season 17. So now she's probably making at least $500-something thousand for season 18. Wait, no, this is season 17. Oh, wait, no, sorry. But no, that's next season. I think she'll come back. So apparently, for season 17, the current season, she's making $456,000 for the season. So Drew's been there for how many years? 5 seasons? So you can imagine what the other newbies are making. Not to say that they're making the same, because it all depends on your age, and it also depends on your asking power based off of your history. So it wouldn't shock me. Let me see. So K. Michelle's there. I don't think K. Michelle is making as much as Drew, to be honest with you. I definitely think she probably came in higher than Drew came in, but I don't think she's making as much as Drew. Kelly's definitely not making as much as Drew. Who else? But that's not a bad check when you think about the amount of work you have to do. Yes, there's a lot of stress with it, and then there's also all the interviews you got to do after it's been filmed. But that's 3 months of work. She's getting paid almost $500,000. Tammy Roman, you remember Tammy Roman from Basketball Wives and The Real World. She spoke about this the other day on social media. Let me play this for you. Hold on.
Good morning. I was down to the blog People's Place, and I saw that they had released some information about Drew Sidora, who's on Real Housewives of Atlanta, her divorce. And I just wanted to say I think it's unfortunate that so much information is public. But what they were focusing on was her rate of pay. And I think the reports were that she makes $26,000 an episode. And so I'm nosy, so I went to the comments. And there were people saying, oh my God, that's so low. She ain't hardly making no money. Who said that? Because I'm about to tell y'all something. When I started Basketball Wives, I think it was 2010, I was making $2,500 an episode.
Just let that sit in your brain. $2,500 an episode she was making. I will say this is part of the reason why those Love and Hip Hops, all these other reality stars are on other networks, they want that Bravo check. I will say that the Bravo check used to be a lot better. Years ago, that Bravo check used to be a lot better. Not in the beginning days, when Atlanta first started. Nini's talked about this, but as the show became really popular, those checks were good. Those checks were definitely good. And before the Bethany clause, but even with the Bethany clause, it just was worth it for some people. But $2,500 she was getting paid per episode. How many episodes of Basketball Wives were there? And you got to think about with Real Housewives of Atlanta, they're getting more episodes than some of these other reality shows. They're getting 20 episodes. So for those that are just joining us, it's now being revealed in Drew's divorce that she made for this past season $26,000 per episode, totaling about $456,000. But then some of y'all were saying she's got that huge team between the agent, between the makeup, between the hairstylist, the stylist, the assistants. How much money is she really making? Those are very valuable questions. Okay, but some people say that she don't pay. Not according to Drew. She said that in her confessional. Those rumors are not true. Let's clear that up right now. Lee says $2,500. Nah, Tammy needs to sue someone. Sue Shawnee, sue VH1, sue me. I don't know. No. Let's continue with what Tammy had to say about this.
Still working my everyday job at Morgan Stanley.
Wow.
And I was flying down.
Not being on reality television where people are thinking that you're making all kinds of money and you're still working your 9 to 5.
On the weekends for $2,500 an episode. Now, that's not what I made by the end of the show or whatever, but I just want to say it's not a lot of people that's making $26,000, okay, that are in the reality TV space. And the Real Housewives, they get about 24, 26 episodes. So
about 20 now. About 20 episodes if they're lucky.
When you do the math on that, I just wanted to come on here and say, Drew, in the event you were feeling minimized or people were making you feel away, girl, get your paper. Girl, get your coin. Because mother was going for $2,500. So there's that.
And turning up for $2,500. Look, I like the transparency. I know some people are like, damn, why do we have to know about this information? Here's the thing, though. Now that the other cast know how much she makes, they're going to be like, oh, hell no. I'm getting paid how much? I should be getting paid more. I do believe in the transparency, especially in this industry of entertainment, of people talking about how much you're getting paid. We've seen it with the cast of Friends. They were transparent with each other, and they all went to the negotiation table and said, we all want to be paid the same. And now they don't have to work another day in their lives. They work for fun. They don't need to do any of these projects because they came together and they were like, no, we all need to be a united front, and we all need to be paid the same. And that comes from them being willing to talk about how much they're getting paid. Some people are all about themselves. They're like, I'm not telling you how much I'm getting paid, especially if they're going to pay me more. So, good for Drew. Look, good for Drew. I think that's not bad. And I definitely think Drew will be back next season. And this being exposed, I'm sure Kelly, I'm sure Shamia, all of them, like, and Angela deserves a raise. Shamia, not so much. Kelly, not so much, but Kelly, exactly. Thea says Lisa Kudrow did the comeback season 3, like 10 years apart, for fun. Clearly, like none of these people have to work from Friends. Good for them. I'm not mad about it. Jennifer Aniston, she doesn't have to work. She works for fun. That's got to be nice, especially for an actor. A lot of these actors out here hustling because acting doesn't pay that well unless you're on like a hit show like that. All right. Next time you're on a hit show, it's Favored Nations. Just saying. All right. I'm going to wrap it up there. What else are you guys saying before we go? Guys, we're almost at 500 likes. Be sure to like today's video. It's an easy, free way of supporting not just my channel, but other channels as well. Don't forget the Kempire After Dark live show is returning to New York City September 25th at the Green Room 42. Live stream tickets are available. Get them today. But in-person tickets are available as well. Get your tickets today. Ticket information will be available in the description. We're going to be talking about all the things. And God only knows what I will find out between now and then. Okay? One night, all the tea, zero apologies. Okay? Get your tickets today, guys. Ticket information, again, will be available in the description. Also, don't forget, guys, we are celebrating Pride here on the channel, and we are trying to raise money for the center. Shout out to everyone that's already donated. 100% of your donation goes to the organization. So after the replay, for the replay crew, it'll be along the video somewhere, probably right under the live chat poll as well. And you can check out any of my last couple of videos. We already reached over $1,000 this week. So thank you to everyone that donated. Thank you to our King's Guards. Thank you to our channel members. Shout out to those of you that are celebrating anniversaries of being channel members. We appreciate you. Shout out to our subscribers as well. Don't forget, you can hear an audio version of this live recap on the Kempire podcast. So subscribe today. And let's continue this conversation in the comment section. I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on the Real Housewives of Rhode Island reunion looks, your thoughts on what's going on with Wendy Williams and her conservatorship, your thoughts on the Sidora divorce and what has been revealed when it comes to her RHOA check. Melania Giudice has been arrested. She's been released. This happened last month. Is it just for a storyline? I'm sure we're going to be talking about it come the new season of Real Housewives of New Jersey. They are currently filming. And tomorrow, a baby gorgeous from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Lisa Barlow, her new single is coming out, Baby Gorgeous. Are you excited for it? All right. Anyways, let's go Knicks. Let's go Knicks. Congratulations again to the Knicks. Congratulations to them on scoring and winning last night by 1 point. They only need to win one more game, and they will be the NBA Finals champions. Fingers crossed for sending them good energy. Shout out to the team. And shout out to Jordan Woods. Girl, make sure you got that bag. Okay? That bag. All right? All right. Ms. Melon Mash says, can't play. I don't have it in the soundboard anymore. But yeah, I'll add it later. Exactly. Free Wendy. Free Wendy. Brenda, there is no RHOA after show. Yeah. Unfortunately, there is no RHOA after show. We talked a little bit about it during my recap. So, yeah, there's no after show for RHOA. And this would have been a good season to have an after show. They're going to be filming if they didn't film it today, then they're probably going to be filming the reunion next week, next Thursday. And I don't know if they're going to film it in Atlanta or in New York. Because remember, they used to film it in Atlanta, but I think last year they filmed it in New York. Yeah, I don't remember. It's unimportant. I will be going to finish watching season 2 of The Traitors Canada. If you haven't gotten into it, Bravo's not paying me, but they should. It's on Peacock. Oh, it's good. I thought Canada would be not boring, but they are crunk. They are crunk. Season 2, Canada Faithfuls, y'all are terrible. Y'all are terrible. You are the worst Faithfuls in the history of this entire franchise. If you missed it, be sure to check it out. Are you guys watching Love Island? I'm not. But are you watching it? What are you thinking about it? Is it good? Should I get into it? Nope. It's too much work. I have other things to be doing. I can't get into Love Island, and I'm not into people going on these shows just to become famous. They're not trying to find love, okay? They're not trying to find love. What else is there to watch? I still need to watch the rest of Euphoria. Did you guys watch that? All right. Nalia says, us Canadians are amazing. I love a Canadian, but I didn't know they could get so crunk. This is the most crunk I've ever seen. But this is why I like the real people along with the reality stars. They need to bring that back. Okay? Mr. Melon Magic said, Wendy Acefo for Secretary of Treasury. In this administration, she could get it. Angela, we did talk about it. Rewind, Angela. Angela says, did you see the Rhode Island reunion looks? Sending love from Scotland. I did. And we talked about it. Rewind, Angela. You'll see that we talked about it. I showed all of the looks to you guys as well. Shenanigans says, House of Dragon is coming back. I'm excited for that because I love House of Dragons. I need to get back into my Game of Thrones rewatch. I was literally on, season 4? I think I'm about to be on season 5. So I need to go finish watching that. I'm not going to do that today, though. I have other work things to do. Again, guys, be sure to check out the description for our sponsors, our friends over at MyFitnessPal. Sponsored today's Hot Topics Live. Get your 15% off the premium using code KEMPIRE, all uppercase. More information on MyFitnessPal will be available in the description. I will see you all. Oh, Tanya says, I'm watching Beef Season 2 on Netflix. I watched that when I was on my birthday trip. Season 2 of Beef was so good on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, they're not paying me, but they should. It was so good. Part of me wants to rewatch it because I felt like I was on vacation, so I kind of watched it, but I was not watching it at the same time. But it was so good. Yeah, season 2 of Beef. Season 1 was fantastic, but season 2 was really good. All right, that's enough for me. I got to go meditate and get all this bad juju of all these bad stories off of me. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to our King's Guards. Thank you to our channel members. Thank you to our subscribers. Thank you to those of you that are a part of the replay crew. Be sure to let me know your thoughts on all of the hot topics. I will add the timestamps later. Okay, so please forgive me. All right. If you guys want to add your own timestamps in the chat, if people are looking for certain stories, feel free. Feel free. All right. I'll see you all in the next one. Guys, have a great rest of your day. Bye, y'all.
Thanks for tuning in to Kempire here on the Kempire Radio Network. Don't forget to give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. For more information on the podcast, head on over to KempireRadio.com.